I opened my eyes. Dust particles were floating in the air. I went towards the window, and the sound of water dripping from the faucet filled the alley. Pollution had turned the sky dusty. I felt like the city had been dead for years. Just like the smell of rust from the iron grated my senses, my mind was occupied with where I was and what I was doing. Just as I was thinking this, the sound of a telephone stole my attention. The ringing was coming from an old phone, left in a corner of the room. I approached it cautiously. The ringing wouldn't stop. I picked up the phone calmly and said hello, but got no response. Instead, after a few seconds, the sound of a man clearing his throat came through, and then he started telling a story. Every word he spoke made me feel more and more crazy, but it seemed like the phone had bewitched me and wouldn't let me go. An hour passed. I had gotten used to it. First, a story would play, and then, after a while, screams would pierce my ears. The more the man talked, the quieter the dust particles became, and the sky cleared up. The sound of water dripping from the faucet no longer came. The air had been cleansed. The sound from the other end of the phone wasn't a tale of woe. It brought joy to me. After 3 days, that place turned into a paradise. Birds chirped and flowers bloomed. But suddenly, my body weakened, and the phone slipped from my hands. Slowly, the sound of the iron bells rang again. The walls decayed, and the dogs began to howl at my feet. I looked down in terror as my existence was engulfed by horror. I was supposed to die like a mountain, buried under bodies and decay bit by bit.